when you talk about constitutional change, you talk about change that isn't just for one government or one parliament. You want change to endure. That can only be done if we proceed as far as possible on a cross-party basis. And we want, above all, to hear from all of you, not only in putting your own views forward, but also, we hope, in helping us, telling us how we can reach some of the people you deal with every day and some of the people that government sometimes find very hard to reach. Your input really will be important.
A couple of sort of ways that we thought we could reach different groups is through education, and perhaps there could be some sort of form, a mechanism for young people's views being sort of relayed directly back to government and incorporated into these statement of values.
The first point we raised was one of rights versus policy, something such as free healthcare via the NHS. This is obviously closely aligned to government policy, and so we had the debate over whether a right should be closely aligned to government policy, which may well change in the future.
We came to a consensus that the more ways we have to vote, then the better it'd be. But the other thing you've got to consider is that the security aspect of it, which a lot of us were saying. If you are going to text vote, if it's going to be online voting, then there's got to be that trust in the system that our vote's going to be okay and everything's going to be fine with it.
If people aren't engaging with things like elections and they're not casting their votes and things like that, why would they necessarily want to get involved in a citizenship summit in between elections?
Most people didn't agree that there should be a British Bill of Rights, and that instead this should be incorporated in some review of current legislation, either at a European or a global level, because having a British Bill of Rights seemed to be a sort of backward step.
So the worst thing we think can happen is that we go out and reach Joe Public and say, here's a statement of values. They come back with all this feedback and then nothing happens. It's just a statement.
What are the benefits to individuals for actually getting involved? Are they actually going to be told the results of their engagement? We thought one of the particular things that doesn't necessarily happen at the moment is if people do get engaged in things, they don't necessarily get told the difference that their contributions have made.